to evaluate someone who has inspired me to start my own video channel, Toastmaster Hanna Randolph. Please come evaluate Toastmaster Elizabeth.
Good morning, Toastmasters and fellow guests.
Good morning.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth called me last night and went over her speech, her main goals of what she wanted to accomplish. And I believe we can all agree in here that Elizabeth, for a long time, has been one of our strongest speakers. She always is behind the lectern, confident, prepared, and very eloquent in her manner of speaking, which is very opposite of how she handles her table topics. I'm always so surprised of how it is. But I recognize something. It's because your preparedness, Elizabeth, like we talked about, is your armor. And I know I do this as well, and a lot of us in here do, where we have this mask sometimes when we're up here, where we don't have our wall completely down when we're talking to us in this room. And Elizabeth told me, I want to break that mask. I want to be genuine, authentic, and I want to take a risk. And I said, yes, go for it. And even initially, she told me she was going to stay behind the lectern. This morning, I was sitting over there, I was looking at her, she was waiting, smiling, looking at all of us, and she winked at me and pointed it in front. And I'm like, yes. And she walked in front. And she overcame her fear even more so by getting in front of the lectern, which is scary. Now, with your speech, Elizabeth, you were funny, you were authentic, your wall was down, but also you were able to show your emotion. And I know we both feel this way. Vulnerability is terrifying, especially when we have 50 people to witness it. And you did it. Even at the end, your emotion came through of how much traveling means to you. And I felt it. I felt a lump in my throat seeing you being so true. So thank you for sharing that. And you accomplished it. I'm so proud of you. Now, some places to improve. When you were in front, this is your first time, so it makes sense. You had great gesturing, but be mindful of hand clasping. Also, slow down a bit. I know you had a lot to get in within 7 minutes, but try to have more dramatic pauses because there's so many good things in there that you can have more dramatic pauses. Overall, I have more that I'll tell you at the end of the meeting. Wonderful job, Elizabeth.